No one is equal. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. There is no such thing as perfect. Every generation produces greatness, but what separates the greats from people who are just really good? In sport, you can easily argue that some people are just bigger, faster, and stronger. And in esports, where physical abilities don't matter as much, you could argue that some people are just more intelligent, faster thinking, and multitask better. The question is, how do you know who is who? How do you know you can't be one of the greats? Have you trained as hard? Have you studied enough? Have you eaten the best foods and exercised? Can you honestly say that you have done your best, to the point that you know if you can beat the best or not? In games like League of Legends, I only play bots, but I have noticed that one little decision can affect the rest of the game. It can be the difference between winning and losing. The same is true in Quake. One decision after spawning can lose you the first battle, and that can put you on the back foot for half the game. So if winning and losing is such a fine line, what if not eating well the day before did affect your decision-making ability and put you on the back foot? What if you hesitated for that split second that caused the thing that made you lose? Using health as an example because the same principle applies to your body. You can eat all the right foods, but if you have one thing that upsets your stomach, or slowly causes something else inside you, the rest of your systems can start to fail. And then it's extremely hard to figure out what's actually causing your illness. This is why it's so important to stay away from junk food, alcohol, drugs, or anything that could cause damage. Everything will do some kind of damage to us, but those things will do even more damage. I would say it's best to avoid them. If you think that's too hard, this video might not be for you. You've already made your decision. You can enjoy being good, or maybe great for a little while, but I've never heard doctors recommend any of that, so chances are you would be even better without them. This isn't about temporary greatness, it's about sustaining greatness. Because the question is quite simple. Do you want to be truly great? Then make the decision. And then do everything you can to ensure it. It all starts with that. You know those days you didn't feel like training? The future champion trained anyway. You know those cheat days that you thought would be okay just to eat whatever you want? The future champion ate high quality food 7 days per week. Did you let someone get under your skin and upset your game? The champion tuned it all out and stayed focused on the goal. Did you get lazy? The champion didn't. Did you lose sleep because you thought if you played more you could actually be better? The champion got their 8 hours and slept well. What about your focus? Did you get distracted and waste your days because you're not sure of your goals? The champion was sure. They stayed focused. No matter what the situation, unless you actually become champion, then you can always have done something better. And even then, you can still get better. The decision is about committing to yourself. Committing to the goal of becoming your best. It's not for everyone. In fact, it's not for most people. A lot of people have already tuned out and just gone on with their lives. It's too much pressure. It's too hard to fight against our instincts of taking the easy way to survive. And hey, if you want to live a more casual life, that's fine. I still recommend you look after your health and try to do well, but this is for the people who want to be their absolute best. Even if you never become champion, the fact you tried that hard to get it all right is all you can really ask. Because the greatest athletes are those who can accept that they still need to improve, always. Or that someone is better than them at the time, and they keep trying. It's all a journey, a process to fall in love with. Now it's up to you to decide. Do you want to see what you're really capable of? Or are you satisfied with doing pretty well? The future is unknown. You won't know what your life can be until you really try. And you may not get the answer you want, but if you really decide to be great, you'll find a way to make it into something that benefits you. Ready for the answers? Ask yourself if your actions are that of a champion. Every moment, every day. Now let's see what you can do.
Red wins the round. Accuracy.